Andy, what changes would you make if you could in the health insurance system? All part of that question that can go on through the whole show. You know, the first thing is I would try to get everyone insurance. Another problem with is that, you know, if people don't have health insurance when they're pregnant, and I mean mom or dad, they run the risk that if the baby is born with pre-existing conditions from birth, the insurance company can reject them. But if you have insurance, I don't care what kind of insurance it is. When I say that, and we'll talk about that, is if you have major medical with a big company, what I advocate, then within the first 30 days by law, that child is going to be covered. The point is that that's sad. Imagine if mom and dad don't have insurance and the child is born with pre-X, that child is not covered. So obviously that's a problem, and I would like to fix that. You know, other problems are, again, continuous coverage. I think people who have invested in insurance and done the right thing, I don't care where they're from, what part of the country, and they move, I'd like to see a system where they don't have to reapply. I would like to see the companies coordinated somehow nationwide where you do not have to be penalized for doing the right thing. And ultimately, I have clients that cannot move out of state when they want to move, or they're in another state and they can't move because of that issue. So it's the pre-existing conditions. I wish that problem can be solved. I wish there was a way. This is the problem. It's not the system. It's the 40 million people that gamble every day, don't get health insurance, and we all know, since I started this show 2 minutes ago, how many people had issues that happened, stepped off the sidewalk and got banged up, or slipped and fell, or fell down a flight of stairs at home. They don't have insurance, they go to the hospital, they pay that $10 for an aspirin because they don't get the contracted rate, and then ultimately the problem is they don't pay the bill. And somebody's going to get left out in the wind, blowing in the wind, and it's the facility, the doctors, everybody that's there to make money. It is an income-producing thing. It's not nonprofit. They get stiffed, and who ends up paying the bill? You and me, the ones that get the insurance. So those are just a few of the things. I don't want to spend the whole show going over that, but there are issues. But as a whole, like I always say, our system is not perfect, but our system is the best in the world. Our system saves lives. Again, I've seen people be on their, life-threatening situation, and within minutes their life is saved. They don't have to stand in line. They get rushed into the emergency room. Stat, the doctors are all over it, and they throw caution to the wind. Our system saves lives. After that, everything falls way down the list for me. Show me a system where you have to wait in line, like socialized medicine. Show me a system that is not capitalistic in nature where you are making money. It has to be a going concern, a profitable thing, so there's motivation and competition. Show me that, and I'll show you a system that works. Anyway, here's a good question. I love this question. I never get sick. Why do I need health insurance? Why not save the money? Great question. I get that question. And the answer is, health insurance is not about getting sick. It's not about the cold or a flu. So when I'm working with people and they say that to me, I say the exact same thing to them. You have a cold or a flu and you need an antibiotic, you can go to the doctor and it'll be 50, 60, 70 bucks tops. You'll get your prescription and you're out of there. Health insurance is a God forbid industry, a God forbid issue. God forbid. God forbid something happens unforeseen and you get laid up in the hospital. The first question is, where's that health insurance card? Now, we have a pretty good country. I separated my shoulder last month playing softball, so I'm not in hospitals very often. I took the opportunity. I was there for probably 6 hours. I love talking to the people there. I really quiz them so I can learn as much as I could, and I said, clear this up for me. I just want to be very clear, as they were, putting me under to put my shoulder back. And I said, I have insurance. How do you treat people who are, in a situation that's life-threatening that don't have insurance? Be very clear with me, because I've had customers who need things happen and they want to get prepaid. their deductible. I understand that, but how about if you don't have insurance and it's a life-threatening situation, what do? And you know what they said to me? We take care of them and we worry about the money later. That's the kind of country we live in, and unfortunately, we end up paying for that. That's a flaw in the system where people don't get the health insurance that should be getting the health insurance, and that does hurt all of us. I have a problem with that, but I don't have a problem with saving lives, and that's what we do. We save lives, and that was their answer, and I thought that was a fabulous answer. Next question is, can they cancel my policy as I was just diagnosed with diabetes? I am concerned. You know, that's a great question. A lot of diabetics out there, especially as you get a little bit older. We're going to take a break, come back in 60 seconds, and I'm going to jump right back into that question. Thank you very much.